So Stephen A. Smith wanted to have a conversation about some words Ray J had about Kim Kardashian, this, that, and other. And he posed the question, is Kim Kardashian a prostitute? Is Kris Jenner a pimp? And some people disagree with this. Patrick Beverly was like, not cool. She has kids. Should not be the title or topic. And then Stephen A. Smith apologized, saying, clerical error, bro. You're absolutely right. That is being corrected right now as we speak. And for the record, I don't think of Kim Kardashian that way, nor would I ever speak of her or any woman that way, which I've stated. That's for checking that issue. Now, of course, I can't wait to weigh in on this situation, but let's get to what Stephen Jackson had to say about it.
Hey, we got to stop apologizing for no reason, bro. We got to stop doing that. We've demeaned, people say so much stuff about black women and them being and prostitutes and strippers, but ain't nobody apologizing to them. Like my boy Glove say, the truth hurt. Truth sound like hurt. Truth sound like hate to people who hate the truth. And if you made it, if a man made it selling drugs or pimping and all that, they gonna keep that on him. Or he used to sell drugs, but he made it, he don't do it no more. He used to pimp, he made it, he don't pimp no more. If somebody sold and was basically a high-class prostitute to get where they at, then stand on that. There's no need to apologize for that. Her mama sold her, she pimped her daughter out. She dated all celebrities that had money. You ain't name one person she dated that was broke. So the truth is the truth. Ain't nobody apologizing to her. Y'all didn't apologize to all the sisters y'all degraded.
And listen, just to keep it a buck, like, I'm not going to apologize for either. Whether it's Kim Kardashian or women of color or black women or whoever takes part in this type of activity, it is what it is. The only thing that I would say that needs to be switched up is the verbiage of it. And this is why Stephen A. Smith decided to backpedal and apologize. Even though he didn't call her a prostitute and call Kris Jenner a pimp, he posed the question, are they these things? But the thing is, if you're going to call them anything, you would have to, by law, call Kim Kardashian an adult film actress rather than a prostitute, right? And judges have said the difference between these two things. Like, as Justin Goodman asserts, most of us typically think of prostitution as involving a customer who pays a prostitute for providing a sexual service to that customer, while intuit that pornography, by contrast, involves a customer paying an actor for providing sexual service to another actor. In other words, prostitution is generally understood as a bilateral trading of sex for money, while involves the customer of an adult film paying money to watch other people have sex with each other while receiving no sexual favors himself in return for his money. I like how I described that as like women don't watch porn too. But you get what we're saying. So with that being said, you have to put the right titles on things so we don't have to do this dance of trying not to be sued for saying what is obvious, right? So we're going to call it what the definition says and say she was an adult film actress. She wasn't a, prostitute or whatever. But then you have people like Patrick Beverly, like I say, who not cool. She has kids. Should not be the title or topic. She knew she was probably going to have kids at some point when she made this video. She knew that her kids were going to have to deal with this. When she signed the documents, her and her mother, I guess what you want to call her mother. We're not going to call her what Stephen A. Smith called her. We're going to call her a manager, I guess. Right? Even though we know it is what it is. We're going to call her a manager. Her mother had her sign all these documents to push this out to the world. They knew that one day when she had kids, her kids were going to be able to see this stuff. So miss me with that. And then Stephen A. Smith coming with it's a clerical error, bro. Clerical error usually states that somebody in the office messed up, that you didn't mean to say what you said. That wasn't from your hand. That was from your secretary's hand or something, right? And she typed the wrong thing. No, you said what you wanted to say, but now you backtracking. Let's just keep it a buck. You posed the question. I think that alone would have been enough to cover you legally, because you didn't call them anything. You posed the question. And I'm just saying, can you be sued for posing a question to the public? That's, I don't know. I don't know that you needed to backtrack and apologize just for that. And then you called it a clerical error, like somebody else typed that in your... No, you meant to say that. I know you meant to say that because you was trying to stir up a little something to get the conversation going. You know what I'm saying? And then you furthermore started to pander. What did he say? And for the record, I don't think of Kim Kardashian in that way, nor would I ever speak of her or any woman in that way. First of all, we have the definition of prostitute because women partake in it and men partake in it as well. The definition is there for a reason because people need to be called that to describe them. There's plenty of women and men out here that are taking part in exchanging sexual acts for money with someone. So now you're doing the Dr. Umar on this. Oh, I would never call any woman that. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, man. You said you posed the question. I'm with Steven Jackson on this. Stand on it, bro. Stand on it. I get you work at ESPN, but I figured that, listen, you worked at ESPN, but you knew what you was getting into when you posed this question. You knew what you was getting into when you decided to come up with this question as a topic point for your podcast and to pose it to the world. Now you're trying to backpedal to make sure you don't get a lawsuit, this, that, and other. I get that they was coming. They was coming. Of course they gonna come. Because people don't like the truth, as Stephen A. Smith say. But the truth ain't that, because we gonna say it was allegedly the truth. We gonna say by law it ain't the truth. She wasn't no prostitute. She wasn't no prostitute. She wasn't no prostitute by law. We're saying she was an adult film actress. Right? And that was that. She was getting paid to be watched by other people. Well, however you want to frame it. Right? But we know what it is. And I'm just going to say, like, when you call it what it is, people get offended. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, Steven Jackson was trying to take up for black women. And listen, I love black women. But I'm not going to take up for their ratchet behavior. I'm not going to try to cover this black woman pandemic of twerking and thought boxery as something to be protected. Like, I'm not about to call y'all queens when y'all out here like Sexy Red twerking on top of Mercedes Benzes and stuff like I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it for you. I'm not doing it for Kim Kardashian. I understand we all black and we supposed to take up for each other. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Get it together. Stop being that. Stop being that stereotypical type of woman of today. And then I'll take up for you. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, like, most relationships are legal prostitution. It's women exchanging, it's women coming to the table with their beauty and what they can provide a man in the bed for what a man is going to provide them as far as protection and money and covering and taking care of them. So with that dynamic, people don't want to call it that. People want to be like, oh, it ain't necessarily prostitute. Listen, if you're a man that's trying to take care of your family and take care of the woman that you with, that's legal prostitution. And she's going to provide you what in return? Sex and keeping the house clean and this, that, and that. I mean, I'm just saying, however you want to frame it, when you're a man that is trying to be traditional as most women would like you to be, you're going to have to take care of stuff. And that regards money. So however you want to frame it in your mind, get your wallet together. That's what I'm saying. And most women expect that you would have that together. Or you better be getting it together to be with them. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. It's just part of life. The difference is some chicks are only there to use you and milk you until you are bone dry of every last dollar you got, and then they discard you. Right? Then you got the chicks who they love when you pour into them, the blood, sweat, and the tears, and the money. And when you pour into them, they do something for you that you couldn't have possibly done for yourself. They help you multiply it times 1,000, and y'all build something together. And then the difference with these type of chicks that really want to help you multiply, they not going to discard you when you down, when you hit a hiccup. This is the difference between real women and women that will just toss you to the garbage when they get done with you. You'll see it in real life when you meet them. This your boy P. Camp. Let me know what type of women you running into. Get at your boy.